What is up, realists? Today we're heading right there into the creek, trying to see what we can find today. Awesome conditions. I don't know if you can beat the conditions at 75, overcast. We start with the same setup we did the other day, same jig we ended with. We're gonna get down here in the creek, try a couple casts underneath this bridge we're on, and heading down the creek here to see if we can find anything. Definitely gonna be trying to hit the smallie hole. This is that spot, and I'm excited. Hopefully we'll find some good fish like we did the other day. Hold on tight, guys, as we get on the reel, let's try to catch some fish. Looks like we are alone today. These are extra chairs though, got tossed. Let's get a good cast here. Water's not rolling as much as normal. We haven't had a lot of rain lately, so sure where we're gonna find stuff stacked up at today. But usually around the rocks is a good spot to start. Oh yeah, it's gonna be super fun if we get out here today and nothing bites. Seems to be an odd day for nothing to bite, but we're gonna get heading this way, see what we can catch, see how far we can get before we get too hot or too tired or too anything. Oh, it's a lot lower than I was expecting to see too. Feels like it's not lower because it's still wide, but it's acting pretty low. Let's see. Oh yeah, tried to hum that one, that didn't work. Over there in that current. Well, like I said, it's a lot shallower than normal, so we'll keep on heading. Get some casts as we head our way back towards the smallie hole. Alright, we've made it to the smallie hole with 0 catches so far. Bunch of little bitty nibbles from, looks like a lot of long ear sunfish, probably some shiners as well. But we're here, smallie hole, first cast. Come on, smallie hole. No bite. I got overzealous. Overzealous. Wanted that to be a thing. Third cast. Good size bite. There we go. There we go. We got our first fish. Trying to be so patient. Oh my goodness, and look what it is. Big old mega long ear down there. I didn't expect to catch my first fish to be a long ear with this bait. So we got a 16th ounce jig head with a little Ned bug from Strike King going on. And I'm getting a big old 4-headed long ear there. I'll let you go, buddy. Thank you for biting. Okay. Alright, first fish down on the third cast here at the smallie hole. Was not a smallmouth or a rock bass as they normally are. A little bit of a surprise there. Oh, that was a good hit. I saw it too. Big old smallie flash. Big old smallie flash. Alright, that was a good one. Okay. I doubt that one will strike again, but we'll see. Back. Try to turn another one over there. Deep in the corner. Deep in the corner. Oh, oh, oh. Have something. Oh, I lost it. I was waiting to set the hook until I knew it was something for real. There we go. We quit letting it play with it. We quit letting it play with it. What do we got? Yep, rock bass. Hiding over there in that little corner, as normal. It's the best thing about getting out in the creeks and learning the creeks. A lot of times you can start to more pinpoint accurately find where fish like to set up. Thanks for biting, buddy. All right, we got those two. No more caught there. Gonna head up to this next little spot, see what we can catch there. Oh, there we go. Oh no, he let go. That was a beastie beast. Thought I had him. That was a good one. Good chunkaroo. I would assume there might be another one with him if that one was that big. It might have been almost a 2-pounder. It's always fun to guess what they might have been when you didn't catch them. That might have been a 10-pounder. That might have been a 75-pounder. Oh, is there a fish? Couldn't tell if there was a fish or if there was a rock on there. It wasn't really fighting, then it splashed when we get over there. It's got a little largemouth maybe. A little largemouth. Let's see, yep, no tongue patch. A little bitty largie there, just whacked it as soon as it hit the water over there. Very cool. And fish number 3, we are set for the day. Still not that big one. Oh, well, I was reeling that in. Reeling it in to give up on this little spot and talk about it a little bit, but looks like we got ourselves another little largemouth. Little guy came up to smack it. There we go. No smallies today, which is weird. That one big one we hit was a smallie, but think about it, buddy. All right, so this is normally the spot we turn around when we don't have a lot of time, but today I use that special summer trick we talked about in the last video. It's getting out early. Not really a big trick, but got out super early, so I've got extra time today. So we're gonna keep going down our normal route around this little pile down around the corner, see how far we can get this morning, and see if we can't find ourselves a good sized smallmouth. I'm kind of really wanting to find one now, because of that one that hit right there at the bottom of that run. So we'll see what we can do. Let's keep fishing, see what we can find. There we go. Oh my goodness, sorry about that, buddy. He was way closer than I expected him to be. All right, we got our first smallmouth. Sure enough did. There we go. There we go. First little smallmouth there. Little bitty guy. Awesome, sir. Thank you for biting. Go out there and get big. See you next year, hopefully. There we go. We got our first smallie. So I began to wonder where they were. That's something, I think. There we go. Hooked it in. What we got? Probably rock bass. Looks like the way it's skidding in. We'll see when we get here. Yep. It's so weird how you can tell if it's a rock bass just by the way it's reeling in. They kind of do like a play dead kind of thing and just skid across the top of the water. A little bitty rock bass there. Thank you for biting, buddy. All right, we got one under that tree. Well, there's got to be another something under there. Uh-oh. Here I am in my head thinking about this person leaving their line on the tree back there. And I'm like, sure enough, I found myself on that tree. Oh, I had a couple of them following it. Oh, shoot, they pulled me off. Well, gotta retie. Didn't expect that. Okay, well, let's get to it. All right. Gotta be very sneaky. All right, refresh the battery. Also, starting to have some overheating issues, so we went ahead and dipped the sponge, the little wind filter sponge I got on here in the water, helped it cool off, kind of helps to dissipate the heat a little bit. But I'm gonna few more spots along this little strip I'm going to try. Then we're going to turn around and start heading back. I'm not sure if I want to put a little paddle tail on there or anything else, but there we go. Couldn't tell we had a fish there for a second. What did we end up getting over there? What did we end up getting? Whew. There we go. A little bit bigger smallie. A little bit bigger smallie. There we go. We did find another fishy. Still not a big one though. I want a big one. Got some feeling for a big one. Thank you for biting, little buddy. There we go. Oh, come on, man. What am I doing today? I don't know if it's the same one or not. I didn't get a good hook set on it either, but maybe we'll hold on to it long enough to show it off. All right, little bitty guy. There we go. There we go. It might have been the same little small. It may not have been. There we go. Quick release. Nice little fellas. But yeah, goodness. I think I made it to the long, deep stretch up here in a little bit. But as I was goofing around casting, I had a couple little guys chasing after it. So I'm going to turn the camera back on just in case. Running water plus shady trees equals, oh come on, try again. Running water plus shady trees equals, oh, little bites. 5 times the time. Now, running water plus shady trees equals, fish aren't working with me. Long big fishy. So I can head on back. Not a big fishy, but a fishy. What do we get? First fish on this stretch looks like it's a, well, I was going to say largie, but let me get him up here and check. Very white belly. Oh, sulfur output right here. Alrighty. Yep. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, here he is. I think this might actually be a spot. A little spotted bass up in here. I don't think I've seen a spotted bass up in these creeks. Might have been a while. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for biting me. Interesting. There we go. There we go. We got another one. Nice little smallie. Just a little guy though. Nice. Whatever. Alrighty. There we go. Little bitty guy's free to run. Thank you for biting, buddy. Something's on, I think. Oh, there we go. There we go. Just kind of walking along, throwing it towards stuff and reeling it in. Hoping something gets on there. Nice little chubby smallie there. There we go. Another little guy. Keep racking them up. You're gonna think we're gonna be putting on a paddle tail on the way back, because they're kind of acting like they want to chase, so I'm going to set them up to chase. I had a whole lot of strikes on the drop. It's not big ones anyways. The little guys are tearing it up on the drop, but bigger fish seem to be chasing after it once I start reeling it. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Not a bad one. Not a bad one. Let's see what we got here. Not a bad one. Another good sized fish with it. See, we got a smallie here or a largie. Oh yeah, nice little smallmouth. Get him up here to show off. All right, look at those stripes. Love it. Love me some stripies. All right, there we go. Not too bad of a little guy. Maybe getting about 3/4 of a pound, maybe. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments what you guys think. Biggest one of the day, though. Thanks for biting. Oh, we're down one leg and one arm on the Ned bug, but I know he can still catch us some more, so I'm gonna keep fishing with it. We're gonna switch up lures and start working our way back. Got a good ways to go. I said I hadn't been back this far in a good long time, so it's gonna take me a minute to get back. Alrighty, so got the Crush City Mayor little guy on here. I would show, but it's flopping around. I should have put it on my pole. There it is. Whee! But we got him on here. Gonna head our way back. See if we can catch any more fish. So probably gonna be crunching this video down to just the catches. Not as many casts. It's been a kind of slow day compared to what the other one was, but we still caught tons of fish. I don't know why it feels so much slower. But we're gonna get to fishing again. See what else we can catch using the Crush City on the way back. Maybe we can get a big one. First cast. We're about 30 casts in with nothing yet. Had some nibbles, but maybe the paddle tail wasn't the way to go on the way back. There we go. Got our first fish on the paddle tail. Right here in this little deeper pool. Not a bad one either, actually. Alright. There we go. 35 cast in. Got our first fish. Airplane. Flying fish. Sorry, I'm getting tired. So silliness is coming out. But we got an awesome little fish here on the way back. Oh, thank you, my buddy. Maybe I can get another one back to back, maybe. I doubt it, but. It's one of those. Everything's come to a crawl. Catch wise, so working our way along. I think about halfway back at this point. Second fish, maybe. There we go. Hook set. Try to be patient with the hook sets because don't want to lose the fishes. I'm not always sure if there are one. What do we get here? Another little fat, chubby smallmouth, I'm pretty sure. There we go. Look, he's had some good food in him today. Awesome fishy. Thank you for biting, buddy. All right, it's two. Two compared to how many we catch on the way down? And I'm just kind of walking and casting. I'm not even going slow. Kind of went slow on the way down, but haven't been on the way up. Basically just kind of casting it to a spot, reeling it up, casting it to the next spot, reeling it up. All right, we got our third one right up there off of the drop there. Third one. Looks like we got a good size largie. Good size little largemouth here. Still using those little paddle tails. But I just realized, thank you for biting, buddy. Just realized my battery, oh, nice one. My battery was just burning out, so I had to cut it off. and I couldn't figure out why my battery was burning so fast, but I forgot I did change one of my settings. So let me know in the comments below if you guys think overall quality looks better, and whether or not that's worth changing to make a little bit better content. So just let me know in the comments if you think it looks any better. That's it. There we go. We got a little guy up there in the water current. All right. There we go. A little better. I think I'm casting to the wrong spot. Looking for these fish going up. But thank you for biting, buddy. I think I'm looking in the shade like I did on the way down. And I should be looking more for them in the current. This is one of those situations where it's sad that I didn't have my recording going on. Looped over the limb and was kind of like dangling it across the top of the water. Had a top water hit and got myself a tree fish. But no tree fish video. Boo. Alright, realists, we're going to wrap it up today. Like I was saying before, awesome day fishing out here. Perfect conditions. The clouds are still out, hanging out with us here and keeping us out of the sun, helping us stay cool. 75 when I got out here. Not quite sure what it is now, but it's a little humid. But other than that, amazing conditions to go fishing in the creek during the summer for sure. So we had a little bit of a breeze now and then. Made it great. So thank you guys for coming along. Hopefully you guys have a great day, great night, great morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. Hopefully it's awesome. Hopefully you guys get a chance to get on the reel real soon.